but the second player, they get to go twice in a row, so they get first choice of that during the outgoing round. So they get the last turn in the first round and the first turn in the second round. So that's pretty cool. I did enjoy how they did that one. Okay, last game here. This is Transgalactica. This is another Devir game. This is a bigger box Devir game. This was designed by Daniel Tassini. He designed Solkin. What else did he design? There's a couple other big games that he did. He was in the what did he was with a lot of the T games. You know, those designers from Board and Dice. I can't pull it up right now, but that's okay. But yeah, the big one that he did was Zolkin. I believe that was, yeah, Daniel City. So again, all of the rule books for Devir in every single language. Reglement, Manual de Reglas, Reglamento, Rulebook, and then another Reglamento. Put these away for now. So this one. The Galactic Senate has launched the Transgalactica Decree. All able-bodied crew in the galaxy must take on the task of expanding its boundaries. Great riches will come through exploring new planets, sharing knowledge, and establishing trade outposts, but reaching out to the unknown is not always an easy task. So each fleet must be ready to face conflict, both on the battlefield and in the dizzying heights of space politics. In order to thrive in the game and obtain the most VP, you'll travel the far reaches of the galaxy, improve your fleet's influence in all galactic matters, compete with other fleets for technological advancements, build a commercial network, possibly even send representatives to the Galactic Senate to claim political advantage. May the best spacefarer win. I really enjoy the artwork in this game. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the colors of this game. I think once you actually look at it, it doesn't look super busy, but I could see at first glance it being a little bit much. One thing that I will say, and I will kind of show you guys that a little bit more whenever I get the board out here. We have not played it yet, but it is one that we will be playing relatively soon. This game kind of went all out on their icons. They kind of made brand new things that you don't really see super often. So it can be a little bit confusing. Like these little triangles right here. This one is a discount of 1, and this is a discount of everything. So again, you know, it's something that's kind of like interesting. Why would they kind of pick that stuff? They have different kind of resources here. So you have your alien, your mineral, your energy. I don't know. It is just interesting choices on some of the symbols and the icons that they chose for the game. But let's move this out of the way. Let's kind of look at what we have in here. I've opened this once since we got it. Nice little promo here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I think it's a planet. There's a nice little promo. There are so many components in this game. So many meeples. So many just wooden bits. Resources, everything. They're wooden. They're chunky. They, you know, look nice, feel nice, but there's a lot of them. I think this is this is a 2 to 5 player game. So, you know, you've got all the colors and all the different meeples. So, like I mentioned, there's 2 different types of workers. You have your captains, which I believe these bigger ones are the captains. And then you have your, I forget what they call them, co-captains, your lesser ones, which are these smaller meeples. These, I forget what they are, but they're like your little cylinders. You have these hex-shaped ones. You have these other little ones. I think these are tech track kind of markers. You have your rocket ships, right? So you've got all different sorts of stuff. You've got stars and other things over here. Actually, I don't even know what this... Oh, I think this is your income counter, if I remember correctly. Let me see. So yeah, you've got these stars and then these like interesting little ones there. I think that's your income one. I'm not sure. So all of those pieces, more resources here. These are your alien, your energy, and your whatever that one was. You have your player boards, which are actually pretty nice. They are dual layered player boards. So this is where your workers will go. These are where those little cylinders are. This is your income track. Some type of card will go here. I'm assuming these cards, maybe they're benefits, something. I'm not 100% sure. But all the artwork is different, right? So I believe they're not asymmetric. They're not asymmetric, but they all do have different artwork, which I find pretty cool. Purple one. Now, this is what I found very interesting in this game. So with all of these pieces, they give you all of these stickers to sticker everything with. There are tons of stickers here. All of these to be placed on there. Do you need them? No, you don't need to put them on there. It says right here, these stickers are optional, no need for play. But these shapes are super similar. I don't know. I feel like you have to put the stickers on there. Or at least that kind of reminds you what the things are from the icons on there, right? It'll at least give you sort of an idea of what you're supposed to be doing. Are the bigger ones the captains or the smaller ones the captains? What are they? Anyway, not a huge deal. I just found it interesting that they didn't screen print them. I know it saves money, I guess, not putting them on there, but it's a lot of work to do before a game. All of your different components here, right? All the board, so your different planets. Oh yeah, there's pirates in this game, so there's pirate things up here. That's it there. Let's kind of clear this up a little bit and then zoom back out. This is, I don't remember, but this white cube is something, and I know there's stickers for it. Let's put this over here. From what I remember, this board was pretty big. This worker needs to be put away. Oh, I didn't close that bag. Yeah, this board is pretty big. What is this? Just a piece of board. So there's two sides. I'm going to guess it's due to player count. Most of it fits on here pretty decently. Move that over a little bit. Move this over. Yeah, that fits pretty decent. So you have your planets out here. You have your different tech tracks that you can go on. I know this is military. I believe this is technology. I don't remember what the other ones are. But I don't know. It feels like it could be a lot, but I feel like there's a good game here. Not 100% sure. This one went kind of under the radar, mainly because of this rule book. This rule book is trash. I've tried reading it a couple times. I went to BGG to look it up, and everybody said that it was trash. It wasn't just me. There was an updated rule book that was posted on BGG, and it's not much better. They fixed a couple things, but not everything. So there's a lot of, errata, a lot of FAQs that people are asking and answering and stuff like that. So with that being said, it's probably going to be a minute before we can actually figure out the official rules of the game, and get everything played and figured out. But with that being said, I have heard once you understand it, the flow of the game is pretty easy, pretty simple, to get through. So, I mean, it seems pretty easy here. You got your income phase, your action phase, your maintenance phase. There is a couple actions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So political, production, military, technology. Purple is commerce, wherever purple is at. Mining, which I believe is here. Exploring, all that kind of stuff. So it's a pretty big board, like I said. I believe it's a fairly heavy-ish game, 3.6 or 7. So somewhere up there. So I do think that it's going to be a game that we will enjoy. Let's see what Transgalactica is on here on BGG. 3.64. So again, I do think that this is a game that we will enjoy, but it's going to take a bit for me to sticker all these components, have Devin actually read through the rule book. I told him already that this is going to be a game that he's going to have to learn. He is much better at picking up little things, little nuanced things, than I am. So he will be the one learning that and going from there whenever we play this game. So that was actually the last game that I had here. Like I said, not very many, but some that I was very excited about, one that I am very excited about now, and then this one, which is kind of up in the air. So that is all that I have. I appreciate you guys being here.